slow touch.
We had to take a little break.
Like I go country, grab and buy. We can go bust, eye for eye. We can lose trust. Quite wrong. Fizzy pop, where you they go, we they go up. Catch my vibe, let me go off. Slam that trash, man it's so tough.
Alright, yo, put the belly on the body, make a clutch. See no watch, now she wanna give crutch. Boy got peas, now she hopping in the pod. Man, a real life sugar gal, I might forget watch. When she want dark, told her meet me at the top. Switching lanes the other day, I seen her waiting for a bus. Maybe this a Moncler sweater, diesel denim. Buy another one, my pockets fat like heather. Neck froze like I don't know no better. Benzo truck, white seats, and they leather. Go broke never.
I love that song. But anyway, back to what we were saying.
We back.
Yeah, we back. We bike. Whatever that means. So we were going over the use of the word nigga and the word with the ER.
With the ER.
I'm going to say it anyway.
With the ER.
Production doesn't want me to use it because they feel like censorship may come into play, but we are unwritten. Therefore, we are unfiltered and we are unscripted. So at the end of the day, we're just going to say what we feel. So back to what I was saying. Growing up in New York, where it didn't really matter your color or your race, we were all of the same culture. So when I cut school, even though I lived in the hood, I cut school with black kids, I cut school with Hispanic kids, I cut school with Jewish kids, I cut school with everyone because that was just the environment. We're just New York. We're a melting pot, which is different from what you're used to, where everyone is, somewhat segregated.
Right.
So now I say that to say this, and I'm going to ask you again. Well, I already know your stance, but I'm going to say my stance first. When it comes to use of the word nigga, if you are of the culture, and we know you're of the culture based on how I was raised, that was never an issue. I know white boys, Hispanics. Listen, just hear me out. I know white boys. I know Hispanics, Dominicanos, like all the Latinos, like Puerto Ricans, whatever you want to call it. They never considered themselves anything other than black. We were always in that same boat.
Okay.
So, and that's just from my experience. I have a lot of homeboys that are of Hispanic descent, and they never thought they were anything other than black because we all grew up of that same culture. You understand what I'm saying? It's like
no difference.
Right. There was no difference. It's not like this new school generation of motherfuckers that. Am I touching stuff? Am I making noise? Okay, cool. It's not like this new school generation, like these niggas just picked up Air Forces. That we're not the same. You guys are not from the same culture that the white boys and white girls that I grew up around were. You know what I mean? Like Nelly dropped Air Forces in 2001.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that's when that song came out. I don't think it was. I don't think it was on a Country Grammar album, but he dropped Air Forces in 01. It might have been on an album. I don't know. Could have been a single. I don't remember. But Air Forces, and I'm just using Air Forces as a conduit of the black hip hop culture because Air Forces was to us, or to me, or the people that were in my environment, it was a cheat code. We didn't have much. We couldn't match every fucking clothes that we had with a different color sneaker. So for $70, you get a pair of white Forces and a pair of black Forces, and now they go with anything.
Right.
You can wear them to school with your uniform for the little kids coming up, K through 5. You can wear them in middle school, junior high, whatever you want to call it. You can wear them in high school. They were a staple sneaker that you got for back to school.
I think that goes for every coast.
Whether you had or didn't have, any coast, of course. Whether you had or didn't have, you had a pair of Air Forces because they can go with whatever. You get what I'm saying? It was one of those things. And there was never a time growing up that I can remember when you couldn't just go to a sneaker store and get a pair of Air Forces. The other day, I went to the mall. I went to Foot Locker. They told me they only got size 10 and a half. I'm like, what?
They sell out.
Since when are Air Forces selling out?
It's a known shoe.
Everybody is chasing after the culture that was created by the have-nots, and they don't understand where it came from. They don't understand what it is a derivative of. So production was making a point. He made a valid point. He said, well, you got these people saying the word nigga, white people saying nigga, Hispanics saying nigga, and they're not black. It's because all the music that they're listening to is conducive of that. That's how we speak. That's how we embrace each other. And he made a valid point. And it's the same thing like Air Forces. That's like telling niggas they can't wear Air Forces. Saying nigga in Air Forces is the same culture. And I know niggas gonna try to kill me and say, oh, well, you can't say that because one word means this and what. It's like, yo, bro.
This word is very deep.
Listen.
I believe it's deep.
I know niggas that'll sit there. I understand. I know niggas that'll sit there. You come to my hood where I'm from, in Brooklyn, there's some white boys that'll take your head off for trying to tell them about saying nigga. Because they love blacks. They love the culture. They're of the culture. Like, that's all they know. So they're not using it in a derogatory format. They're not trying to disrespect anyone. It's like, yo, what up, my nigga?
I feel you.
It's a simple.
I believe
You know what I'm saying?
but
What's good, my nigga?
you know, like you said, everybody, you know, this is uncut. I don't care how much they embrace it, how much they grow up with it. They won't never understand it, so I'm not accepting it. That's just on me. I don't care if he was next door with me and we grew up from... Our life is different, man. Because
so?
It's different.
Explain it.
Our life is different.
Okay, break it down.
We are being
we
killed.
Gonna argue now, because
we're being killed. We're being... And other races getting... People is fearful of what they don't know and scared of blacks. And the dude could be a mark, but the other races are scared to see a black man. You're already scared before you judging him, and you scared of him. I don't know why, because if I was a different race, I wouldn't give a damn. But just being in my shoes, you will never understand it. I don't care if you walk it. You won't. A white boy, if you saying he grew up with you, same area, went to school with y'all in the sense, man, it's still different. I promise you. Let me tell you why. Because if y'all walk in the mall together, they gonna follow you. I bet you they won't follow him. And y'all live the same code. Y'all live the same style. It's just like if you get pulled over, I promise they're going to tell you, the same person that you said grew up with you, the same cop pulled both of y'all over. They're not going to have, they're going to get out there chewing bubble gum with the white boy for you. They're going to tell you, hands on the steering wheel from way back. So how are we the same?
Is that person's fault, though?
No, it's not that person's fault.
So now, my thing becomes, right, if it's not his fault, are we blaming him? Or is that a systemic thing? That's a system.
Yeah. Hey.
So that's what I'm saying.
I
So
feel
it's
you,
like, I can't
he
blame
wouldn't
him.
understand you. He still ain't going to understand you.
Yeah. Yes or no, bro?
Even going into a job, y'all can have to tell you it's different.
I find strength in that. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
Look at me. Look how dark I am. I'm darker than the typical black person.
True.
I walk around every day and I see people and I love it. I've learned to, when I was younger, I used to want to be light skinned.
Me too.
Because the light skinned niggas got all the love from the girls.
But that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And
you was born when?
1990.
Okay, you're 90, so I'm an 80s baby. See,
we not too far.
It's
from
not
each
too far.
other.
I feel
it's 10 years, but it's
my
really
brother
not.
was like, they gave him the light skin. I seen the difference of growing up. Like, God damn,
light skinned niggas always got a pass.
I needed to be a little light, but now we wind now. But
I'm gonna tell you
over.
I'm gonna tell you what I learned. I found the strength in that. It's like, okay, it still has its situations where, but I have to remind myself because I wasn't taught in the home, in the black community, to love myself and love my skin tone and shit like that, because there was hatred within your own family for being darker skinned. You understand what I'm saying? But let me tell you when I started to love it. When you walk into a room with this hue being this dark, no matter what, especially you can walk into a room of, and I'm talking about here in America. You go outside the country, they don't care about shades as much. It's a way different. I'm talking about here in this country. You walk into a room with this hue, especially around, it could be around black people as well, but especially around white people and people of other races, everyone is going to stop and pay attention to you.
Yes.
Now, I got you there. I got your attention. I did nothing but walk in. Right? So now what I'm going to do? It's all about how I spin it now.
Right.
So if I walked in the room looking like a raggedy piece of shit, then when you catch my attention, when I catch your attention, it's going to be, oh, look at this raggedy nigga, this raggedy piece of shit nigga. That's cool. But when I walk into this room and I get your attention, shoulders is popping, niggas is icy, well put together. I ain't even start speaking yet.
Trying to figure you out for this.
I didn't even, you understand? So now I'm in your head.
Right.
I'm manipulating your thoughts because I already know where you're trying to put 1 and plus 1 together to make 2. And 1 plus 1 with me is going to equal 6. It's never going to equal 2 because I haven't even spoke. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in situations like that my whole life where when you speak, and this is from 7, 8, 9 years old. I've never went to a school in my hood. I always took standardized tests to go to schools outside my hood. That's why I was around every other race. So intellectually, I was fine. Like, I never had an issue with getting into schools. I've been to schools where I was the only black kid in the school.
Well, you see, something like that, it's always a win or lose. Like if you
That's what I'm saying.
So you went out to school, deal with more Hispanics, whites, everything. Then they say if you came back into the city schools where the dominant is blacks and Hispanics, you might not be too black. You're not enough black for them. But we ain't gonna never win.
But this is what I'm saying. So I've learned, and this is part of why I don't see color, because I could go hang out with a bunch of people from another race, and they could treat me like shit. And I go back to the hood and get treated like shit. So what does it make? What difference does it make? The color of the person that did it.
It don't, but it's still.
Nobody
don't understand us.
I've gotten more. Listen, we don't even understand us.
It got to start at home.
I've gotten more shit from people that look like me, from people that don't look like me. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, especially even with dating, trying to pick up girls here and there as you're young, growing up, shit like that. Being dark skinned, the light skinned girls, they never gave me no play like that.
The light skinned girls didn't?
Not in my generation. I remember you were 80s baby.
Oh, okay.
Y'all had the Tyson Beckfords and the Tyreses.
The red bones always like the dark ones. The dark ones didn't like the dark ones.
Okay. At least for me, I didn't have that. It's not until I got older when I started to understand, like, okay, cool. And those are the same sisters that'll turn around and tell me, oh, but you dating a Latina girl. Or you dating a white girl. Or you. It's like, but hold up. They don't got no issue with the hue. They don't got no problem with the chocolate, so it's like, what's the issue?
Let me tell you what I feel. I just think...
Because they don't look at it as light skin, dark skin. They just see you as black. It's a little bit different.
When you still date out your race, your mate is still trying to figure you out. You bringing something to her life that she don't never understand.
And
so she still it's just like the street. She's figuring you out. She loves you and all that, but it ain't the same if she dating her race. She's gonna go by something different. So if she's white and date a white boy, just go with the flow. When a white girl date a black man or a Hispanic date a black man, it's different. You don't have no choice to study him because he's different. It's not too much.
And that's the same thing with sisters. Like, I've seen sisters, dark-skinned, beautiful women. They be with white boys. They be with Hispanics.
Check it out.
And I've seen
and
I've seen that, and it works the same way for them.
It's not.
I'm gonna tell you why I say it does. I'm gonna tell you why I say it does, because that white man or that Latino, they only see them as a black woman. They're not looking at light skin, dark skin.
Okay, like you just said, we the age bracket is different from 80s baby to 90s baby.
Talk about it.
Everybody that I know a couple sisters who have a white boy, they bullies. It's a bully thing. Like it's the opposite.
That's with anybody.
No, No.
I've seen two.
No,
I've seen
no.
two
I
Hispanic
have seen
people
sisters
in a relationship and one bullies the other. That doesn't mean
The one-
same thing with
no.
blacks, whites. That doesn't change, bro.
I think it's different.
Now, don't get me wrong. There are sisters that go there to be dominant.
I haven't saw a white boy who dated a black sister, and he's running the show. The sister is running the show.
Maybe he just likes being dominated.
To me, I hate to say it, so many brothers had. I just think they had done them so
but-
wrong,
but-
so they know they can't bully home. Let's step out. I know. No offense. I know brothers who say when they deal with different races because they don't want to deal with the sister's mouth, and the white girl gonna shut up. So I'd rather deal with that.
But that's a bad narrative to put on race, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because everybody that's case by case, bro. I understand what you're saying. I've seen it myself, but I've seen it so many other. That's like when people bring up black on black crime, and they're like, "Oh well," but if you put a bunch of people that look like each other in the same place, they're gonna 9 times out of 10 interact with each other, which is gonna cause conflict in their environment. Same thing with white people. So, yeah, black on black crime is a thing, but so is white on white crime. So it's like you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't really, because then now we painting a narrative that all sisters are problematic or all niggas is problematic, and that's why they do it outside
I'm sorry.
the race.
Just all different. Everybody I knew ever stepped out their race. Yes, they come and tell me like, "Oh yes, I love her." But the brothers that I know,
Talk to the mic, bro.
brothers I know, it's a whole. It's they have a reason why. It's not. Oh, she was a nice girl. I met her and I'm digging her. I'm tired of sisters. They got a mouth. I'm gonna deal with the white girl. She's gonna shut up. That's what I'm keeping it real with you. My age bracket. That's what she's gonna be quiet. Or she's more stable. Her parents is more stable. So I'd rather be finances stable than love.
But that's a sucker.
But
I'm sorry,
there's a lot
that's
of suckers out there, and I believe it.
Yeah, that's a sucker. That's not real. That's not.
They not loving that girl. I'm telling. I don't. Boy, I put people. I'm telling you, they'd be in trouble if I release it. I'm telling you. And I asked them because I'm a sister lover. Don't get me wrong. I have dated sisters and Hispanic women, a Puerto Rican and a Spanish girl. I haven't ever dated a white girl.
I've dated everything but men.
I heard that. Definitely that. But I try to go into. When I went to Virginia Tech, the percentage of sisters was short.
In Virginia Tech?
Yeah. It's in Blacksburg, Virginia. That's a hick town.
No, I ain't going there.
It's a hick town. So like I say, it was
anything named Blackberry.
I could tell you like eight black females the whole time I was there. And brothers is jumping on that. So yes, that was my first time trying to interact with a white girl. And my style and her style, we just didn't. I was trying to go into it for real. Like, let me see. I felt different. She felt different. It was just different. But I was trying to go into it really to like this girl for who she is. I didn't care about like, oh, she might have paper. Her parents is good. I didn't care about it. I was trying to dig her. But the vibe and the style where I came from, we didn't vibe.
So she didn't give you no cheeks?
That's different.
Did you get the cheeks?
I don't talk. Don't talk on the.
We're not talking about anyone specific. Did you get the cheeks?
You keep that to yourself.
For content, did you get the cheeks?
No, I let them. Let them think.
We're never gonna talk to them.
They might be listening.
Yo,
I'm
bro,
talking to
this
them.
nigga's getting me tight. All right, whatever. All right, you got the cheeks. Fuck it. You go.
Okay.
All right, fine. But
it's different.
It's different, but it's the same, bro. Like, as I said, like, as I go back to that topic, like, a white person calling me nigger, that don't bother me.
You gave me the game on that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because I told you when you changing in life, the way you think and the way you move, that just made me think. Because a motherfucker call you a motherfucking nigger, what do that? You ready to go kill him? He's winning.
Yo, bro.
He's winning.
The fact that you think that that's your atomic bomb.
Right.
Like you drop, oh, you nigger.
Now I'm ready to kill this motherfucker.
I'm going to be like, oh, that's all you got.
That's
like,
all you got?
Like I grew up outside. Like we had to talk shit
that's true.
To get in line and get lunch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had to defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Just for existing. Mm-hmm. You came to school with your shoes dirty, they're going to talk shit about you. You come to school, your ears was big, they gonna talk shit about you.
Man.
If your mother was in a wheelchair, they gonna talk shit about you.
So if you let that one word.
So you gonna tell me, growing up how I grew up with a strong mind, you think you gonna say, I'm gonna tear you up verbally. You're not gonna win with me.
Growing up in,
because that's your last line of defense. It never starts at. I'm gonna give you. I don't mean to cut you off, but there was a situation. I was in Walmart with my girl. My girl's Latina, and we in a line or whatever. You know, Walmart got the 21 items or less line, but I'm a New Yorker. Like I don't care. Like it's
you're not listening.
Line. Yeah.
So 21. What you had? 28.
Nah, I probably had like 52.
The line says 21.
Yeah, I like 52 items. But look, so check me out. So we get in the line now, and there was this lady behind us, and I could just feel her breathing. She's like waiting.
She counted your stuff.
Bro, she counted it with like her superpowers. Like RoboCop. She and then she ain't say nothing. And she just standing there, and I could feel her. And she just sitting there, and I'm just like, whatever. So we in the line right now, so the line's progressing. We get to the front. And now we're in the front of the line. She waits till they have more than 21 items. The sign says 21 items. I'm like, miss. I'm like, yo, it's not even that serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, just relax. Like, so then she keeps going on and on and on and on, talking. And like my girl's telling her to like, yo, relax, back up. I'm telling my girl like, yo, don't even engage with this woman because
she's moving up on y'all.
Yeah, but it's like it's not for me. It's not threatening. No, it's like it's whatever. But I'm telling her to like avoid, just get away from her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, leave her over there. They ringing us up. It's no problem. Walmart staff, they didn't give a shit. Like,
they didn't care about the 21.
They didn't give a fuck about that. You know, and we getting ready to pay and shit, and we in a line, and she's just going off. Oh, this, that, and the third. And you know me, with everything that's going on, all these Karens and shit, I said, miss, just call the cops. I ain't gonna argue with you. Call the cops.
Call the cops for the 21 items?
Call the cops. I'm not about to sit here and talk to you about 21 items. Call the cops, my nigga. Like, I know you feel threatened. I'm big and black. I know. Call the cops. I'm not gonna argue with you.
And y'all in Walmart?
Walmart. Fallbrook Avenue.
Fallbrook.
Is that, what city is that?
That's still Woodland Hills. Fallbrook is Woodland Hills.
Okay, cool. And she's going on and on and on about this shit, bro. So, you know me, I don't take nothing serious. Like, I laugh at everything. So I take my mask off and I go like this. Oh, she lost it.
You took the mask off.
She's like,
she might have a corona.
Bro.
She tripping.
She went crazy. She's like, oh, you monkey. She called me a monkey, bro.
Called you a monkey?
She called me a monkey straight up. I was like, damn, all that?
That's deep.
I was like, yo, I'll pay for your...
Yeah, I'll pay for your shit.
Yeah, I'll pay for your shit.
That's some shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like...
This monkey gonna pay for this shit too.
Yeah, but it's like, it just goes to show you, it's like, she built up all that tension to call me a monkey.
She been wanting to call a motherfucker a monkey.
She been ready to call a motherfucker a monkey, but then it's like, you built up all that tension to say that? You're dumb. Like, you have no, you're not creative.
No, that's not.
I said, what's worse than being a monkey?
What'd she say?
Looking like someone that's privileged and really not being one.
And all this is happening in a 21 item line.
Over 21 items. All this over 21 fucking items, bro. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, this is what we talking about? But listen.
I know what she was mad about.
What she was mad about?
I know what she was mad about.
What? What was it?
It's the woman you was with.
You think so?
Can I ask you what the race of the lady?
What was she? Maybe Russian?
Let me tell you, it wasn't about the item. I know you. Y'all very, when y'all in public, I like it. It shows love, like y'all really love each other.
And we like you.
People don't like that.
But we like you.
Definitely. But that monkey didn't come from them items.
You don't think so?
That monkey came from because who you was with. And you in Woodland Hills.
Yo, that was the funniest.
And y'all smiling. And she's standing up for you. She's not gonna attack her.
I was
better
like,
attack you.
Oh yeah, she stood up. I ain't giving shit. I'm like, yo, bro, really? I'm like, that's it? That's all you can say?
She thought it would be better to attack you.
Yeah, she never once attacked her. That was funny that you say that.
It was better to attack
She
you.
never once said anything to her. It was just about me.
And you didn't get out of your level for her.
That's not sexy. I can't, that's not fly. Y'all talking about 5 minutes. I'm going to keep podding until we can't pod no more. I'm telling you that right now.
We can rap.
Like, is the camera still on?
Rap.
Is the camera still on? So then we going to keep podding.
Son. But no, she called you a monkey because who you was with.
That is all good. Camera still on, right? Why are you giving me sign language? Just answer the question. Is the camera on? All right, so what's the problem? Okay, yeah. I'ma holler at y'all niggas. That was enough. I'm not doing this shit again. Peace.
We out.